So, in honor of the, you know, life being how it is, and the like, and, we can't go outside and celebrate Pride, I figured we'd look at some gender swapped um, characters from some of our favorite franchises. Because, what's more gay than gender swapping? Myself and White Thunderball from the chat has compiled a little bit of a list to look at and try to enjoy some of these gender swap characters. We have probably the most famous example is gender swapped My Hero Academia. So, and like the creator of My Hero Academia is super receptive, and I think that might be why Bakugo's mom looks so much like Bakugo. So here is some fantastic art, and it's female Bakugo and female Deku. And I'm surprised in this one, Deku has longer hair, and they changed a little bit more than just like chest size. So I find that very interesting. I think a fairly interesting perspective on Deku, and in this case, her superhero suit. I think it's really interesting and incredibly cute. There's probably enough of these gender swaps of just My Hero Academia to fill up years of content. But, I don't know how receptive people are going to be to this type of content. So, we'll see. If you want to see more, let me know in the comments. I don't know if that's annoying. I think it is. Anyways. Oh, here is a fantastic combination of several different artists and what they would think All Might would look like as She Might. Here's a here's a really solid meme of with the top half is like a fan fiction for like My Hero Academia, and the bottom half is Wallace from Wallace and Gromit being like, "What the fuck did you just bring upon this cursed land?" Oh, that's great. I've not seen that meme format, but it works so well. And here's a really cool one of three of the females. And I think their designs look super solid in this. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you to you amazing artists. I do not own any of this, but it all does look really awesome. Let's move on to the next fandom. And this is arguably the most controversial one. Not because it's a controversial series, but just because of how the fandom tends to be. And this is Steven Universe. And here's an adorable art rendition of what some of the characters may look like if they were gender swapped. And I think all of the characters in Steven Universe are super interesting and super cool. Here's a rendition of Steven himself being gender swapped. And I think it stays true to the original series fairly well. Next up, we are gonna hop over here to a very general subject. So, gender swapped superheroes. So, this ranges from DC to Marvel to Dark Horse Comics of canon gender swapped Deadpool. Because, you know, Deadpool's Deadpool. Oh, here's a super cute. This is Penny Parker. This is very cute. Much approve. Gender swapped supervillains. For example, gender swapped Doc Ock. Gender swap Robin. So that's really cool. I think the main design change is just giving him some pants and longer hair and a more prominent chest. But other than that, largely the same. The as this says, the gender swap DC Trinity. And that's Wonder Woman, Superman, and Batman. Awesome. Super great art, everyone. Doing a good job. Alright. The gender swapped Disney princesses. I think this is a super interesting idea, and apparently a lot of other people had it. So, first off, we got gender swapped Aladdin and Jasmine. And I think both really like emphasize their character while still like showing like what they could have easily been. Gender swapped Ariel. Gender swapped Pocahontas. All of these arts are super interesting, and I think it's such a unique yet universal concept, and I love how people are able to use it. Here's a really good gender swapped Hades. Just like instead of the face being super elongated and the hair short, it's scrunched up head and not fluffy, but fiery hair. Looks so good. I'd also like to mention that there's an image of gender swap Monkey D. Luffy in here. He's not a Disney princess, but if he is, I welcome him. And here's a very interesting gender-swapped Elsa and Anna. So that's cool. That's super cool. Super neat. Gender swap and gay from Beauty and the Beast. They make it double gay, which I can always appreciate. I always love it when they turn villains into, well, less villains and more Cruella de Vil. They do a fantastic job of turning her into a villain or gender swap. Oh, here's a really solid gender swapped Maleficent. And you can't have Maleficent without Tinkerbell. That is entirely untrue, but I said it anyways. Oh my gosh, all you artists are so amazing. You're really just knocking this out of the park. Good job. Genuinely. I think you all are amazing. And I am gonna move on to the second to last and my favorite, or my second favorite. And I was surprised, I was super surprised when I saw that there is there's quite a fandom behind this. And that is gender bent Avatar: The Last Airbender. There's quite a bit, and I was not expecting to find much, but I did. I honestly don't think that the story of Avatar would have been that different if the characters had different genders, and that I find that kind of surprising. Oh, this is sad but cute. My first boyfriend turned into the moon. I suppose Katara's story would have changed, but I don't think the others. Maybe Katara and Sokka. And we're gonna move on to the last one, and that is gender swapped Link. And I'm finding quite a bit of gender swap Link. A lot of people really like this idea. Which I find to be kind of interesting, because like of all of the stories in what's it called? In Nintendo, Link's is one of the most feministic, really, and I find that super interesting. Oh, and here's another really cute one. Um, and honestly, there's so many Link timelines. I wouldn't be surprised if they found a way to include a female timeline. Because I think a lot of fans would be very interested. Um, oh, and there's a post here about somebody saying, if Link is a girl, what changes? And honestly, nothing, because Link doesn't speak. Oh, and here's a cool one. And I think this picture is a nice one to end these gender swapped on. So I'm glad we could come together and look at these, because I think in this world where right now the pride parades are canceled and everything's getting a little grim, maybe this is a good time to look at some of the perspectives that some people have. So, yeah.